How's it going, everyone? QC Comics back here with, of course, another action figure unboxing video. And today we've got the Lando Calrissian from Star Wars The Black Series line, the Skiff Guard disguise. And this is a Lando that I don't think will peg warm all of our local Walmarts and Targets. I will say, though, not exactly sure when this came out. I did not pick it up upon release. Of course, the original, you can see on the back here, came out in 2018. You got some information there if you care to read it. And this, as you see, is an archive wave. The date at the bottom, I think I saw, was 2021, so may have been out for a while. I never saw this in stores, and that's why I never picked it up. I didn't really search for it on Amazon or online. However, I was at my local disc replay and saw it for $9.99. Could not pass that up. So, I think this will probably be a pretty quick video, but I did want to point out that I did buy it at a resale shop because the box is absolutely beat. As you know, not an issue for me. So if you have any resale shops like that around you, keep an eye out. You've got some good stuff sometimes for $9.99. Why not? And here you have this staff slash kind of spear. And that's got a nice silver shine to it. Pretty sturdy too, so nice accessory. Not much by way of accessories here. You do also have his helmet here, which has some really nice detail and some excellent paint applications. And that really does have kind of a leathery texture and look to it. So, wow, Black Series. Maybe I was sleeping on this figure. And a little bit of brown kind of bleeds over to the black there, but not a big deal at all. That's a great helmet. And then Lando himself. And Return of the Jedi is my all-time favorite Star Wars film. It is the first Star Wars film that I ever saw. I saw them completely in reverse as a kid. But this Skiff Guard Lando has always been my favorite look. I think all of my favorite characters and looks come from that early Jabba's palace slash sail barge scene from Return of the Jedi. Boba Fett, the slave Leia, Lando and the Skiff Guard, Gamorrean guards. I mean, just everything from that opening scene went on to become just some of my favorite characters, designs, looks of all of Star Wars. So before I ramble too much, I don't think anybody's going to really care about the articulation too much here. But just kind of want to move it and make sure he moves like he should. These kind of get in the way. Not really. I was like, they get in now. They're pretty soft, much softer than I initially thought. Dude, this plastic just popped off to the side. I don't know if that camera caught that. Almost made me jump. And then, boom. I'm not a huge fan of these knees because, you can bend it back that far, and that's wonderful. But, I mean, what kind of anatomy is that? Just his leg is snapped in half. All you really need is just to go up to there. And so with this, it kind of gives that really elongated knee, even when you're trying to do simple poses, which I'm not a huge fan of. But I will say this, like most Black Series figures these days, I don't want to say most, some of them kind of skimp out, but they really killed it on this. Like I said, nice leathery look and texture to everything, some good shine, some good gloss, and the Billy D. Williams face scan here is pretty much on point. The hair kind of looks like it's kind of almost airbrushed in there, so that's kind of a little bit of not so bad on that side. A little bit of a bummer, but it's not too bad. So anyway, we're gonna pose this guy up and we're gonna give our final thoughts and grade. Okay, so we got Lando posed up, ready to go. What do we think? Well, I will say this. He has a trigger finger. The back of the box here displays a blaster. He does not come with a blaster. It's really odd. I know most collectors will have an extra blaster. You can pop one in his hand. No big deal. So I would rather have the trigger finger than not have the trigger finger. However, it's just an odd choice. Like, you would think if you were just giving him a staff, it would just be with 2 closed fists or the gripping fists. I get that that probably comes down to reuse and other things too, but just a kind of odd. Like, I got him in this pose here, and I'm like, oh yeah, he looked really good with a blaster there, but did not come with a blaster, and I have not dug one out yet. So anyway, what do we think? Pretty good figure. As far as everything, the way it moves, I'm only really disappointed with kind of the knees. I don't really like that where it flattens out with those double jointed knees, but everything else looks great. No complaints anywhere. I mean, really, it excels in most departments as far as sculpt and paint and all that stuff. So I'll stop playing with them there. I was just kind of trying to get the light to shine a little bit there. Yeah, this figure for me is probably like an 8.5. I really don't see too much wrong with it. It just doesn't wow me enough to really go 9 or above, but yeah, really happy with it. And I will say, as far as prices go, if you find it for $9.99, absolutely pick it up. But if you find it for $20 or less, I'd recommend it. Yeah, and I think it's probably readily available, so definitely pick it up. Do you have this Lando? Do you like this design? Do you like the figure? Did you get it for a good price? Let me know in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I should have some more unboxings coming later in the week, so keep an eye out for those. Thank you so much. Again, take care, and we'll see you next time.